Sure.
So, are you ready? All set, Ehsan? Can we start your mock test of
Yes.
speaking test?
Sure, please.
Okay. In the first part of examination, I will ask you some question about names. My question to you: how did your parents choose your name?
Actually, it wasn't my parents. It was my uncle who actually chose my name. He loves me so much. He's actually my name is Assam, and he has given me a very sharp sword. So he actually is fond of these kind of things, swords, and he likes the brave activities as well. So he just saw the name meaning of the name, and he really liked it for my parents. And so he actually, my uncle, who is actually younger to my father, he actually loves me so much, and he gave me the name
There is a small delay in the voice. If you would like to turn off your video, maybe the
on
voice
my
will
parents'
work.
behalf.
Yes.
Let me check my internet. Just give me a second.
Moving on to the second question now. Does your name have any special meaning?
Yes, that's the thing that which I actually explained last in my last question, that my name's meaning is actually the sharp sword. It is something that is very sharp. In someone says that the effect of the meaning of any kind of name also affect your personality. So that's what I really like, that it means that whatever you do in your actions, it reflects the meaning of your word, your name.
Fantastic. My next question: is your name common or unusual in your country?
No, it's not common actually. It's very rare. Even I remember that when I was studying, and in my school, in my whole career, I didn't find the person who was called Assam. I found the person who are Hassan, who are called like Hassan or Hassam, but like Assam is really very unique name. So I couldn't find any kind of person in my whole career, in my studies as well as in my professional career, that the person who is getting called as Assam.
Okay. If you could change your name, would you?
If I could change my name, there is another name who my parent used to call me very politely. They used to call me like Adil, and the meaning of that name is the person who follows justice, and who actually like to do the justice between the things. So that's the thing. Actually, that's the particular name that my parents and my also grandparents used to call me. That person, that name is actually very close to me, close to my heart. If any of the name I would suggest rather than Assam, that will be Adil.
Fantastic. By far, this is the end of part one. Now moving towards part two. In this part of it is, you'll have to talk about a topic for 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make some notes to help you if you wish. Your topic is describe a TV documentary you watched that was particularly interesting. You should say what the documentary was about, why you decided to watch it, what you learned during the documentary, and explain why the documentary was particularly interesting. Just give me 1 second. Let me send you that in your WhatsApp inbox. Just bear me with one second, please. Okay, for your part two, Sam, I'd like you to please start speaking on your topic, describing your TV documentary for your cue card. Please start now.
Yes. So I think documentaries are watching any kind of documentary is the best source of information or any kind of informative thing you like to watch. That is in that can be formed in form of documentaries. So recently, I had a chance to join an eco-friendly conference where I found a very informative documentary about pollution. This documentary was actually planned just to make the people and make the all the people aware about that how uh, the ecosystem is being damaged by the pollution in the city, and what are the major steps that we can follow to to save ourselves from these kind of the reasons that why the pollution is getting uh, increasing day by day in in the city or in the country, and how we can save ourselves from such environment, and how can we provide uh, the how can we do such activities that are eco-friendly and can provide the people a better environment. So when the documentary was started, it was actually in informative in such way that they first of all it was emphasizing on all the major factors that were actually causing the increase of the pollution in the air, especially if we see about our city Lahore, that is actually considered the most polluted city in the world. So this was actually a very informative documentary in such way that they actually told us that which factors we need to control to actually make to control that pollution in around our surrounding, because every individual is actually a participant of decreasing the pollution. So we can play a major role in decreasing the pollution around ourselves, especially how we can clean our environment, how can we clean our surroundings, the things that we use, the instruments, the actual vehicles that we drive, how we can actually make it more eco-friendly. So there were some steps that I actually learned from there, and it was very informative for me too.
Thank you very
So
much. Thank you
and
very much, candidate Sam. I let you speak more than 2 minutes. It's almost around 2 minutes and 45 seconds. But on the exam date, the examiner would stop you right after 2 minutes. But I let you speak. Fantastic, very good. Let's move on towards the part three. In part three, I'll ask you some question about different types of TV programs. My question to you: what are the most popular kinds of TV programs in your country, and why is that?
um, actually, to be very honest, I actually don't usually don't watch so much programs. My schedule and my routine is very tight in my during my work. But some of the programs I actually used to watch with my family, they are actually cultural dramas that are actually aired on the national televisions like Geo Television and Hum TV. But I like to watch sometime whenever I get some time. I usually like to watch some news channels, especially they are very to know about the current situation of my country. Especially the name of the channels are like I used to watch the channels and the programs that are actually aired on Geo Television.
My next question: do you think there are too many game shows on TV nowadays?
I haven't seen any kind of game shows, but yeah, in special holy month in Ramadan, especially, Because I we have a shorter time of period for the work schedule. So I have seen that there are some shows that are aired on specific dates and specific months that are very very popular in the people. And because my colleagues used to actually chat about those programs, that's why I actually know something that what's actually happening and why they are famous. They actually used to provide some kind of gifts and some kind of things to the winners, and they increase their promotions. So that's why I think they are very popular.
My next question: do you think TV is the main way for people to get the news in your country? And what other ways are there?
Television, in if we go in the past, past 3 to 4 years back, I think television was at that time the major source of information for any kind of news. If we are getting the news channels were very important, and the broadcasting of the channels was very important. But nowadays, when social media has replaced and has gathered has impacted in the lives of the people, everyone is using mobile and using internet. So at this stage, I think social media has drastically replaced the television usage. Most of the people, they are using YouTube and social media channels like Facebook and Instagram. They are preferring these kind of platforms rather than going to television or any kind of national channels.
I'll ask you some question about TV advertising. My question to you: what types of products are advertised most often on TV?
Television, because I have seen most of the time when I used to actually watch cricket matches. So I have seen some kind of advertisement during the cricket match. So I can tell you about that information that whenever there is kind of important program is getting on air, there are some kind of advertisement for very short durations. Like we see usually ads for any kind of shampoo. We get ads for any kind of grocery, any kind of material that is actually mostly used recently, like tapal tea. I recently watched that advertisement on my TV when I was watching the television cricket match. So they are actually making us impact on the mind of the people whenever they are actually watching any kind of important thing. So I think that's why these kind of advertisement are important. And
Do you think that people pay attention to advertisements on TV? And why do you think that is?
uh, like I said before, that during any kind of a very important event is getting being played on television, I gave an example of cricket match. Whenever you are watching some kind of program that is very close to your heart and you are very fond of that program, so any kind of breaks you get in during that program, definitely you'll look into that advertisement. And whether it is for like 5 second or 10 second, but if that program is for 30 to 40 minutes, and in that particular section you get those advertisement like 4 to 5 times, you'll have to see those advertisement, and it will definitely make an impact on the users that are actually looking to the programs. So I think it has a very major impact when, especially on the programs that the people usually like most. So I think the television advertisement in that way, it is very impacting on the minds of the people, rather than, because as the social media has actually taken a lot of coverage, a lot of portion for the in terms of usability from television. So I think from that perspective, I think the social that television advertisement hasn't been so much, have not so much impact on the users.
How important are regulation on TV advertising?
Yes, there should be a check and balance on everything that is being on aired, I think, whether it is social media or the television content, because definitely a lot of people in the country, or I mean, the users who are actually looking, I mean, watching the television, they are going to be very, I mean, uh, if the content that your children are looking at, that is any kind of adult material, that is definitely going to impact on their mind. So I think that is because definitely if we talk about the programs that are actually on aired on the television, they are going to, people usually like to follow their characters, their I mean, whatever they are doing in the televisions. So television, whether they are advertisement or the programs, all should be very, they have a very quiet check and balance for whatever is being on aired for any kind of television.
Thank you very much. This is by far the end of your test. Wish you good luck with your results.
Thank you so much. Have a good, nice, a great day.
Thank you. Right, G, very well done. बहुत अच्छा है. Just like to give you my feedback on this complete mock test, part one, part two, and part three. Um, you're pretty good with your fluency. You had a good command, I would say, and your body language was really positive, and voice was really, I would say, powerful. This is what you have to take towards your exam. Pronunciation was not bad either. But at some places, I have a feeling that you weren't, I mean, it didn't happen like very much, but just a couple of questions. You weren't able to address the question well. Because to me, I think that as a seasoned trainer over the years, I mean, the students that who gave the examiner the answer, they give the answer first and then add the information, extra information. So, for example, when I asked you this question right here, um, do you think that TV is the main way for people to get the news into your country, and what other ways are available? So, instead of starting with, do you think that you could say, no, I don't really think so. It used to be the main source, but now not these days. But you started the answer like if I talk about 10 years ago. So, this kind of impression I would suggest you not to do that. Directly answer the question first and then give the explanation. Okay? That will even enhance your score and you will be doing even better with your band score. Because end of the day, what we are looking for is the maximum band score that you can achieve in each skill. And especially when we're talking about speaking skills. Overall, if I have to give you bands today, I would give you between somewhere between 6.5 and 7, which is not bad. But in the coming days, I'm really very much sure that you should be able to hit 8 plus with the kind of confidence that you have. Inshallah. Well done.
Thank you.
And really great. Remember, this is only your second day, man. You're doing fantastically great.